Today we're going to talk briefly about all the different types of mounts you can use for GoPro when you're going to be filming some fishing content. There's a lot of different options out there. I have like 5 or 6 different ones that I use. All have different purpose. And actually one of them isn't for a GoPro, it's for a phone. I'll show that also. There's a ton of different mounts you can use. There's chest mounts, there's ones that go on your neck, there's one that go on your head, a hat. A lot of options out there. I pretty much have an example of all of them, and I'll show you guys all those right now. The first one is, it's not a GoPro mount, it's for a phone. It looks like this. It goes around your neck. You have to use this with a phone that has that, like, the magnetic charging thing in it. All new iPhones have it. I don't know about Samsung or anything like that, but I mean, it's pretty simple. It goes around your neck like that. You take your phone, it clips right there. It's kind of in your face. You can have vertical, horizontal. It works. This isn't something that I would ever use as like my go-to. It works in a pinch if I'm just driving. I want to pull over and fish real quick if I want to film it. But this one, I use this one mostly if I have to do like a review of something, so I can have both my hands free. I don't use this one fishing a lot just because it's kind of, I wouldn't say bulky, it's just kind of awkward when you have a phone on it. But something like this is perfect if you're trying to do an example or tutorial and you want to have both your hands and something in front of you that's always going to be in focus. That's a good option. Like I said, I don't use this a lot for fishing. I use this in a pinch because it's just quick, easy, toss it on, use your phone, and you can go fish. The next one, it's very similar. It's just like that last one. It goes around your neck. Same brand actually makes this one. It goes on the same way, except this one is for a GoPro. And I'll put the GoPro on real quick so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, now here's this one with the GoPro. This one is probably one of the more comfortable ones I own because it's not too heavy. GoPros aren't heavy at all. And this thing is great because it puts your camera like right that's on your chest, and it doesn't have a lot of play and movement like the phone one has. This one's one of my go-tos now. It's just because it's just so easy to use. Push the button, comes right off. You can put it in your pocket. You can do whatever you want with it. It's really not bad. If you want to adjust the GoPro on it, you can use this thing as kind of like, do a vlog style. If you want to interrupt your video, talk about something you just saw or you did. Works well for that. Push the button. It's quick and easy, on and off. This is a great choice if you're just into it. This one doesn't set you back too much. I think I paid $20 or $25 for this one. Good price, and it's very versatile. It works well. It's very stable on air. Good option. The only downside to using any sort of chest mount, though, is when it's mounted to your chest, if you look that way to see if something jump in the water, the camera doesn't move. So you have to be facing that direction with your body for this thing to record that way. So just something to think about if you buy something like this. This one is probably everyone's first GoPro mount, the chest mount. It works well. It works amazing. Camera's right there. It's sturdy. It doesn't move. You don't get a lot of shake, a lot of blur, a lot of those things. I've used this one for years. I think I bought my first GoPro, the Hero 4. I've had this ever since. This is my original one. Still works great. And what I really like about this one is I have a battery. There it is. Let me put it on real quick. I have this big external battery, the juice box, that I put on this mount, and then the GoPro sits on top of here. So the GoPro sits just like that. So now I've got the GoPro on an external battery. This big battery will not charge. It will keep my GoPro running all day long. You can use this thing for like 6 to 10 hours non-stop. I can't remember what the exact time is on it. But with the chest mount, and it adds a little bit extra weight, but not a lot, and it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk because everything is still like right there in the middle of your chest. But if you're someone who wants to do a lot of filming and not worry about changing batteries, the chest mount is perfect if you get a setup like this. Works awesome. You can film for hours, don't get bored of anything. This is usually my go-to setup when I'm fishing, right here. Now we're going to move on to the last two that I have. These are probably my least favorite, but they do offer one of the better angles. These are head mount ones. They go on like the brim of your hat, or I've got one that goes, you wear it like a hat. They're kind of heavy and bulky. I just don't like them a whole lot, but the good thing about these is if you have it on your hat, wherever you look, that's where you're filming. So that really does give you a great point of view that way. It just, on your hat, it does weigh your hat down, so you're constantly going to adjust your hat, but you do have that good angle. And if I wanted to use that external battery pack, like with the hat mount one, I'd have to have that cord like running like down my back or in front. It might get tangled when I cast. So that's why I don't use this one as much. Now this is the other one. This is the one that mounts, it's kind of like the chest mount, but for your head. It goes on like that. It works just like the hat one, except this one's actually a bit more comfortable to wear because it's not weighing a hat down. Yet sure you have that weight like on your forehead, but this one's actually a little bit more comfortable to wear. And if I'm gonna wear a head mount GoPro, I rarely use one that goes on the brim of the hat because it's just, like I said, the hat moves the hat, you gotta keep fixing the hat. But this one really isn't too bad. This one works out well. It is pretty sturdy on there. And again, when you're fishing, wherever you look, like that's where you're gonna film. Again, the downside, same downside to this one as the other one, is if I want to use that big external battery, I have to have the charging cord go from this, like I have to like run it down my back, like through my shirt or something to have it plugged into my pocket. Not the end of the world, it's just not my favorite thing because I've been casting before and I've had that cord caught on the hand and it's just a pain in the butt. But if I were to go with like a head mount one, this would be the one I use. Again, it's just a little bit more sturdy than the hat one, and you're not adjusting your hat all the time because this is heavy. But this would be the option I would go with if I were to have that mount. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this little tutorial video of all the different types of mounts that I use when I'm outside filming fishing content. I will leave links to all of the mounts I used in this video down in the description below. I think I got them all on Amazon, so you can click the links, you can go check them out, pick them up for yourself. There's really no right or wrong type of mount to use when you're filming fishing content. It's just get the right mount that works best for you or your situation. Some are easier than others to put on and off quicker. Some are more of a pain in the butt to put on, but they give you a better filming situation. Just find the one that works best for you. You may find out, like I did, that you can't just have one mount. That's why I have, so many. But, if I'm gonna make a recommendation on any to use, get the chest one, the chest mount, because you can get the big battery on there, or maybe the head strap one. Those are probably the two I would start out with if I was just making a suggestion to somebody. But again, there's not one perfect mount for everybody or every situation. Just read reviews, watch videos, and just find the best one for you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, ask questions if you have any. Like the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see all you guys at the next video.